Ladies and gentlemen, the video that we're going to watch today covers more than 90% of all kind of maneuvers in any kind of marina that you're going to encounter, so pay attention until the end. We will analyze together the slapping of the wind, the overshooting of the boat, and also the balancing of the boat to the windward line, to the control line, and all of this with 25 knots crosswind. This video is part of the training of the Mediterranean Masterclass during the summer season. I think it was July, and this is our last day that we return back to Alimos after the 2-week trip. We are in Alimos Marina, and we return from the 2-week trip from the Mediterranean Masterclass during July, and we wanted to put the boat exactly at this position over here. So to explain you a little bit the conditions, guys, the wind this day was coming from that direction, 25 knots constant wind, sometimes was gust up to 30 knots, and we wanted to place the boat over here. So the position of the boat, it would be somewhere in this position here, our monohull. And what was the problem now? If you have another boat next to you guys that you can rest, it's an easy job. You put some fenders over here and you can rest next to the other boat. Okay, this is a tactic that we do it with fenders, we protect and we rest next to the other boat and we can engage the windward line and easy job. Okay, if we don't have a leeward boat and we have a windward boat, let's say for example at this position over here, then the boat to the windward side protects from the wind, it blocks the wind, so again we can keep the boat more time here until we engage the windward line. Not so easy with the resting of the boat next to the leeward boat, but again it's easier. So our challenge was to get the boat approximately here and we didn't have any boats to rest. So what do we do here? Focus here, guys, this is a very important thing. Of course we're gonna enter with the boat backing to the wind, fundamental move, guys, and then as we enter with the boat like that, we're gonna slap the wind and get the boat over here. If we get the boat over here and the wind is pushing, then we don't have a lot of time until this corner will crash over there. So what we do, we overshoot, we do this. So eventually the boat will be like that, guys. I exaggerate a little bit, but I want you to imagine that the boat is overshoot. So from the moment the wind will drift the boat from that line to that line, it's almost to cover all this distance, guys, to the boat, it will take up to 1 minute. Let's go ahead and see the maneuver now. And here we are, ladies and gentlemen, let me see, yes. Here we are exactly at the entrance of Alimos and we are backing with the boat, fenders here, everything is ready. Here is Stavros that he has the roving fender ready for use. And here is Petra, she's sitting with the hook, she knows her job. And here is Dror, everybody knows their job, guys, their assignment. Dror will be the person that will engage the windward line. Stavros will be the guy with the roving fender to protect the leeward side. And Petra will be the lady with the hook that will hook the lazy line to go ahead and engage the mooring line. Let's go ahead and see. You see the wind is so strong, guys, that with 1800 RPM, the boat was going very, very hardly, was backing. And here is our spot that we want to enter, this corridor over here. This is the windward side and this is the leeward side. And we're gonna enter. And as we enter, guys, I want you to remember that you need to keep to the windward side. This is the one thing. And also, I want you to keep the boat moving all the time. I want you to keep the boat in a dynamic position. You see how much I'm moving the rudder from time to time. Why is that? Because I test the reactiveness of the boat. And this is a double rudder boat, and you need to test it all the time. Away from the mooring lines over here, guys. Very important to keep away from the mooring lines. Keep it into the center, a little bit to the windward side, but be careful the mooring lines. I test the reactiveness all the time. You see how much rudder I give. I need to know, and not only to know, guys, my whole nervous system gets used to the reactiveness of the boat. And I will show you now the position that we're going to dock the boat. And here is our position that we want to put the boat. A boat, it goes about 50 meters away, and no boat to the leeward side to support us to let the boat rest next to the other boat. And now the wind will pick up as we go to dock the boat, guys. And I want to mention over here that this fender had no use over here, guys. It should have been exactly at this corner over here. And for those of you that you are using single-hand your boat, the leeward side corner, it should be always protected. Now the wind picks up a lot, guys. We have a lot of gust over here. Where are we going, Marinos? I asked him. He showed me exactly the position that we're about to get the boat, and here is the position, guys. As you see, we have, that's very interesting shot over here, because here is the mini tanker, here is Marinos, and here is where is the bollard that we're going to put the windward line, and here is the bollard that we're going to put this one or this one, I don't remember well, we're going to see together, I'm going to put the leeward line. So the straight line which is here, we're going to get with the boat, here is the stern of the boat. When the stern of the boat surpass the level of the straight line that we want to pivot the boat, going to start pivoting. And more accurately, we're going to, when the rudder line, the two wheels line, guys, gets to the alignment that we want to turn, then we start the turning. Rudder, not all of it, guys, because if we turn the whole rudder, this will decelerate the boat. And also, the engine should be either idle, either neutral the moment that we are turning the boat, so we neutralize the prop quirk. Let's go ahead now and see the use also of the bow thruster. Nice, he showed me exactly where to put it, and I start my pivoting. Look at how much rudder I gave, guys. So much, so I get the reaction from the boat. And directly, look at it. What do I do here? Dead slow, guys. Okay, so I'm ready. And if I remember well, I put also neutral. Let's check it together. And bow thruster. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 seconds bow thruster. Why? To accelerate the bow, guys. And then I forget it. Just to help the acceleration of the bow. Then I forget it. I am in neutral now. And you see how much I overshoot the boat now, guys. This is the crucial moment that the boat now is aligned perpendicular with the dock direction. And look how much we will overshoot to counter the wind, the drift from the wind. I overshoot. Now I make it straight. And now I'm gonna stop with a small forward. We give the line out 0 to 49, guys. Count the minutes, the seconds. And now what he will do, Marinos, he's so experienced, he doesn't give the line back, slip line. We could have taken it back easily, but because he knows, he will coil it over here just to gain control over the windward line, and then he's gonna give it back to us the right moment to make it a slip line when the moment will come. And now we balance the boat, guys. Look at it how beautifully, look how much time we have. I'm asking now, we have a silly conversation with Marinos, where should I put it, what should I do? Christos is taking now here the lazy line, but I said, no, I don't want this, I want the other. And then you see how much time we have, guys. It's all the time in the world. Now the bow starts drifting, and now they start lifting the windward line. Easy like that, guys. I give forward to support the boat slowly to decelerate the drifting of the bow. And now I give a nice blast forward and let's check. Here you are, 0334 guys. Almost 45 seconds the boat stayed into the wind without drifting, so we had the chance to engage the windward line. Overshooting guys, slapping and overshooting will save you. We continue here and they are lifting the windward lazy line. I want to emphasize here that we give so much forward so the boat stays in alignment with the position, perpendicular with the dock and a little bit more into the wind, okay? So much forward, but if we kill it guys, the boat will drift again. I see so many skippers, they give forward and they kill it and then the boat starts drifting rapidly, and then no matter how much forward you're gonna give, the corner over here guys will crash to the dock. So you need to give forward before the bow starts accelerating with the wind a lot. And of course you see how important it will be to have this fender here to this corner guys. When I am single hand, and I promise you the next time I will show you this video, I let the boat rest to the windward line and the leeward corner, which is protected with a fender guys. This technique we learned it to the service boats in 2020 if I remember. Let's continue now with our techniques. The line is still over here, single line, and you see it's resting outside and it's supported only to the bollard with a few coils. And now Christos will go ahead and try to hold it so we can do independently, they can work with the lazy line. And then Petra, she's ready, she knows what she wants to do, she hooks the line. Of course she asks for permission and she goes to hook the line, and she goes ahead to engage it to the bow guys. Simple as that. Look at her over here, letting the hook down, and then she is walking the line. Walk the line with your hands guys. Petra is wearing gloves over there, but don't slip the line with your hands, it's gonna cut your fingers. Christos is preparing over here to give us the line back, and I say no, stop. We don't want it yet guys, we could have taken it easily, but I don't like multitasking. Finish with the mooring line and then make the line slip line, step by step, don't rush yourself. And you see I give so much forward so the boat is just balancing into the wind. In this scenario exactly over here guys, there is a little risk if you give a lot of forward. All these lines over here, as you see, all these lines from the wash, they can lift and go with the turbulence, they can go under the boat to the propeller. This can very easily happen to the catamaran, that the propeller is very shallow guys. The propeller is very shallow and very next to the lines, but with the monohull not so easy to happen. I balance the boat, I keep balancing, I give time to my crew to do their assignment. They already know what to do guys. No reason to tell them what to do, they just ask for permission to go to the next step. You see how much forward I'm giving here, a lot of wind guys. And this is a big boat, 51 feet. Marinos is holding the line outside as you see over here, and job is done. Our lady is coming back and she's informing me that they need to take more slack. And what we will do now, as we have guys the line over here, we will say to Christos, which is he's outside over here, we will tell him to give us a little bit line to let the boat go more forward. Full control to the line with two coils around the bollard over here, and Christos is letting the boat slowly, look at it over here, he is letting the boat go a little bit more forward. Over there, I make him a signal to stop, he's holding again, and then the guys at the bow, you're gonna see that they're gonna take a little bit slack from the mooring line without breaking their back, because we went with the boat more forward. I keep forward to balance it into the wind, they make me a signal that they are okay. Bravo. And now I said to Christos that we will come a little bit back. You give it back to us to make it a slip line, and then we're going to go ahead and take the other lazy line. I'm reversing to get closer and test also. Mooring line is holding, and it was holding. And now I let the boat, doesn't matter if it will drift a little bit, I give some time, and then Drawer over here, he already made, you see he's engaging over here, he's engaging the line to the bollard. Easy job for drawer. Job is done, finish. Lock it over there, and now I'm going to give a little bit forward, guys. What we will do, because I wanted the line to get a little bit more tension, Petras is coming to hook the other mooring line. Nice, pay attention here. I want you to remember, guys, the priority of the lazy line, which one, the windward or the leeward, doesn't depend on the wind, depends on how practical it is to take one or the other. A practical means if one of the lazy lines it has a big risk to go to the propeller, take it second, regardless if it is the windward or the leeward. So after you take this one, you kill the engine and you take the risky one, which is, as you see over here, this over here, guys, it goes directly under the boat. And if we try to take it first, it would be in the propeller, okay? Let's continue over here. And Petras is pulling, you see she's pulling out, she's taking the line away from the buoy, guys, from the fender, and this is a very big mistake. Sometimes we let the lazy line hang to the fender, and then it goes to the propeller again. So much she's pulling, as much she's pulling, so much she's releasing behind, and she's walking the line. Okay, never slip it with your hands, and then she gets to the mooring line. We will continue a little bit more over here, guys. The best crew, guys, this is the best crew. This trip was the best I ever had. I will never forget it. 2 weeks, we crossed 2 times the Icarian Sea. Bad, good weather, nice moment, difficult moments, amazing. And now, as you see, I give forward to lift the boat into the wind, so the guys at the bow, they can, you see, they don't need to break their back to pull the boat, guys. I'm gonna go forward, and as I go forward with the boat, drawer will give slack. You're gonna see that this line, which is the leeward line, we engage it the last of the list. We don't need it over here, and as you will see, we will do the maneuver to get the boat close to the dock to test the mooring lines. I wanted to demonstrate it to the guys, so I'm forwarding the engine, giving slack, giving slack, giving slack. Look at how much slack I will give, guys. I give a lot. With forward, the motor, I lock it over there. I keep forwarding, and then we went to the bow. I don't have the video, guys, unfortunately. I missed the video of the bow, and we took the mooring lines a little bit more, and then the next stage was the final stage where, yes, look at it over here, the technique, guys, very easy. A good forward to get, as you see, the boat now, it is pointing a lot into the wind, guys. It's not perpendicular, it is pointing into the wind. And now what we will do, reverse hard, a nice blast reverse over there. Drawer is taking the slack, but you see the line is hanging, but we don't need to rush ourselves. We fix it over there. Bravo. If the boat starts recoiling, we fix it, and then we can reverse one more time. And now is the moment to release the throttle, and then there you go. Petras is coming with the leeward line. This is the right moment for the leeward line, guys. And then she's getting the line back. We put it through the fell lead. Here the fell lead, guys, is so difficult to this boat. That's it, and then gangway out to see that everything is correct, to see that the gangway will not crash to the pillar. And that's pretty much it, guys. Finished. The maneuver is done. I hope you like the video, guys. I want to emphasize how important it is to have your crew ready to their position, to know their assignments and just ask for the permission to go to the next step. Do everything step by step. Do not mix the assignments with each other, and have a plan what you will execute in order to secure the boat with one move. And in case that something goes wrong, use your fenders to protect the boat. Don't rush yourself, do more than one maneuvers to achieve your objective, and you see how important it is to slap the wind and to overshoot sometimes if we don't have another boat to get rest next to the boat. If you have any question about this maneuver, let me know to the comment section. The full video without the commentating, as always, will be uploaded for the paid subscribers to watch it whenever they like. And until next time, have a nice one, guys.